Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. First of all, I'm going to apologize because everyone in YouTube is going to be releasing a video about this flashlight right here. And primarily because if you use our link, you make a little bit of money. Right? And that's just primarily why it is. Now, I tend to stay away from this sales. I'm sure some of you guys have noticed, but I decided to jump in this one because primarily I think this is a very cool light, and no other than that, Olight sent a few this light for a giveaway that we did for police officer. So essentially, I think I got 4 in total, 4 or 5. I can't even remember now. I got them and I gave them to my local police officers, people that I knew here in my area. And you know what, guys? I gotta tell you, I thought that was fantastic. That's kind of like giving back to our law enforcement. So I love the fact that Olight kind of stood up or kind of like helped me support a law enforcement officer. When I see companies that do that, to me, that is just such a fantastic thing. Now, this light right here, 2000 lumens, insane. And it does have something that is really interesting, and I haven't seen it in any other lights out there. And essentially has kind of like 2 settings, and we're going to go outside, kind of give you a look. As a matter of fact, let's go outside right now. All right, so here we got 2000 lumens right there. You can see how big is that bubble or that spill. And then interesting factor, you see the middle, the hot spot right there. See how hot it is. Very, very hot. But at the same time, look at all that spill, right? A lot of spill. But if we put it back here on the tree, you can see how much, I mean, a lot. The light, the chair right there light up, and then you can see the spill big time, right? If I push way back there, look how far that go, guys. I don't even know how far that is, but obviously the hot spot opens up a little bit more. We're coming here, same thing back there. Let's look way back there. I mean, like I said, for police officers and things like that, this is great for search and rescue, emergency procedures or something like that. I mean, look how much you could see way back there. Really, really cool. Let's go to the lower setting. So here we got the lower setting. Again, you see the different half press kind of thing, full press, and then you can see the different right there. I gotta tell you, it is getting hot a little bit, so that's something to make sure you keep in mind. It's a little bit hot right there, but then again, 2000 lumens is just, that's something that you got to deal with. These flashlights with a lot of lumens, they're really not meant to be on for a long time. You know, after a little while, they got to come down or they will burn out. I mean, they're just very, very small. So you guys saw how much light is that. It's just insane. But let me just demonstrate here inside the channel or inside my JH6 studio what I was talking about. So essentially, you press like this, and you're going to have that initial push, right? That initial amount of lumens. But if you hard press, you're going to go into the 2000 lumens. So let's just show you here. Boom, hard press, boom. So, I mean, insane. Again, you know, press, hard press, a lot. So what I like about this, specifically for law enforcement officers and duty and home defense, I'm about to say something that I hate about this light. But what I like about this is that it's small. Again, you know, for a home defense and duty flashlight, something like that, this is small. Again, you know, you're not going to have it on you. You may have it in a duty belt, or you may have it next to your nightstand, something like that. But the fact that you have 2 settings, which I believe is 300 lumens and then 2000 lumens, it gives you a great ability. How many people complain about a lot of lumens? You know, a lot of lumens is gonna, like, you know, blind you or whatever. Well, if you're one of those guys, you could have 300 lumens. Boom. But if you're one of the guys like me that believe in total sun inside your house, you could go from this to this, right? Or in many cases, if you're inside your house and you kind of believe in that philosophy, 300 lumens, blah, blah, blah. But if for whatever reason you have to walk outside or something like that, now you could push that light all the way to the end. And again, you know, if you press, it goes into the higher lumens, right? So again, really, really interesting. Now, what do I hate about this light? And it's something that I really, 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 really this light, and it's something that I say on this light right here, the Olight N2R, and essentially has the same issue right here. Let me put it side by side. This light right here, this is more like an everyday carry kind of light, right? You can put it in your pocket, no deal. Now you have this one back here. You could see the difference in the vessel. I mean, really a difference right there. I got to tell you guys, Olight, it's just fantastic. The quality on this flashlight is just insane, right? Really amazing quality, and you know, it is what it is. But here's the thing that I wanted to talk about. This light, or this tail switch right here, it is horrific, really horrific. It's the worst tail switch that I ever seen in my life, really the worst. And at the same time, Olight is kind of like two for two, right? Olight has the worst in my opinion, but it also has the best. This one right here. So essentially, this light right here is the M2T, and I have carried this light for a long time, and which is weird for me because I usually like little lights. But check this two lights, right? So you have the M2T and you have the M2R. So essentially, what you have is a rechargeable one compared to one that is not rechargeable. So essentially, you need to get the battery, you need to take it out and put it in a charger. I got a video coming up about chargers and things like that that some of you guys may enjoy, because charging batteries is super important, right? But again, this tail switch, it goes like this. You could essentially put it to your computer or something like that. So it is very, very easy to charge, right? Let me just show you another one. I was just trying this out to see if it works or not. This is a different flashlight, and as you can see, that one doesn't work. So it is not the same one for every flashlight. If you have multiple flashlights from Olight, you got to have the right one for the right place, right? And if you see in this one in particular, this little portion right there turns green or turns red. So again, you have an indicator of how the flashlight is charging. So again, I love how the flashlight charge. I just dig it. I love it very much. I mean, it's just fantastic. The problem is that when you use that momentary back here, the finger gets in a weird position, and after a little while, your finger actually hurts. Like, it actually hurts really bad. I don't know, it's because the press, if you see the switch right there, it's a little bit too low. But again, once you press here, I gotta tell you, if I'm a cop and I'm trying to use that momentary switch, and I'm going back and forward, I gotta tell you, in about 30 seconds, my finger's gonna be hurting big time. I just don't like that. But if you use a flashlight like this, that's why I say they have the best and the worst. I mean, this momentary switch, my lord, this is fantastic. What a fantastic switch. I mean, it's even silent. You don't even hear. I mean, it's fantastic. So I'm going to say the biggest negative thing is going to be the switch right here. I just hate it. Really, really a bad design in my opinion. But at the same time, one of the coolest things that you're going to see in the video or in the sale that they're doing, right, is that they have a couple of different choices. They have this flashlight for 30% off, which is going to bring it to $90.99, typically $129. And then they got a bundle, and the bundle is going to give you 40% off. I'm reading here from the label. You guys are going to see the label right here. Again, it's going to be 40%, so it's typically $172 for $103. Now, if we look at that, and again, I don't know, I don't have any experience with this light as a weapons light, but if we look at $103 for a system that allows you to use as a regular flashlight, or at the same time as a weapons mounted light that pushes out 2,000 lumens, I actually think that bundle for $103 is just fantastic, and it looks to me that is a great price. But again, you know, one of the things that is going to be a concern is that that bundle has a magnetic switch that connects to this. There's always going to be a concern that that switch would detach and you may not have the light, or something happened to the cable. Next thing you know, you try to turn that light on and the light is not turning on. So that is a concern that a lot of people are going to have. So one more piece that I want to mention here from the label that I got email from Olight. Obviously, Olight sent this flashlight here to the channel to show it to you guys. But we said that they also have it in Desert Tan, which is a pretty cool color. And also, if you spend over $169, you will receive a brand new M1T Plus. Apparently, it's a new flashlight in the market, value of $54.99. That's going to be really good. I got to tell you guys, this light is fantastic. I mean, the quality looks great. I have this one here in the channel for a while already, you know, a couple weeks. It's actually being utilized. It's not just sitting in my you know, safe. And again, you know, I like the power. I like the 2000 lumens. I like the fact that you could go from one to bigger, right? But again, I hate that momentary. That momentary to me is a major turn off. And that's something that I want to mention to you guys because, like I said, I just don't like it. It comes in a pretty box like this. Obviously, all the specs, all that stuff. The presentation is fantastic. It's rechargeable. Like I say, it comes with the batteries. I mean, we want to have the battery, right? And again, let me show you the battery here real quick. Your regular standard 18650. I love these batteries. I have a system that I'm going to make a video eventually and show you guys where I charge all these batteries, because the cool thing about it is that many of the battery flashlights that I'm running, which I have run in emergency situations as well, they all share the same batteries, and that allows me to have a system that it works for you know, for multiple family members and things like that. Hopefully I put the battery the right way this time. So a couple of more specs on this light, guys, and just like standard, you know, from all lights, a lot of the lights are going to have kind of like the same standard and the same specs. This one's actually tested for 2 meters drop, which is a lot more than the typical flashlights out there. It is IPX8 waterproof, so that's very normal for a lot of Olight flashlights. And it is about 5.5 inches around there. Like I said, it's a pretty beefy flashlight. It's not something that you want to put in your pocket, kind of like this one right here. But like I say, it's pretty beefy. It does have a clip. You guys see the clip right there. But in my opinion, that would just be for momentary kind of thing. That wouldn't be as something that I want to do, carry in my pocket. I mean, in case of something happening, you want to put it in your pocket, you could carry it. But there is better choices, in my opinion, such as this one. They do have a thing that you could switch this bevel right here with another style. I don't know what this is called, but you could change that. You see the vessel right there. It looks nice and clean. I do like the combination of blue with black. I don't know why. I think it's cool. But again, you know, really nice. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. This is just kind of like a first impression, kind of like a show and tell kind of thing. You know, we're using this flashlight. We may do an update in the next few months. I appreciate you guys watching. Definitely use the link if you want to support the channel. And as always, God is in control.